there are a couple terms that have been filed for trademark by Universal. And the first one is virtual line.
Yeah. So I did a video on this on the Captain Magic YouTube channel in terms of we saw when they first added Epic Universe to the Universal app, you saw on the lands, it had a VL for virtual line, but it was grayed out. And then they removed it from there, but it's still in there. If we know anything, like whenever Premier Pass for Disney, they accidentally showed that on the Disneyland app when they removed it. It wasn't that they removed it. It was just the fact that it wasn't supposed to be publicly seen yet.
Yeah.
So I felt all along virtual lines, virtual queues, however you want to call them, are going to be at the very least utilized as a backstop.
Yeah.
So if a land hits capacity, then that land goes into a virtual queue. And then once enough people leave, your numbers call, however they handle that. You also, I think, could see this with rides. I don't think you're going to see this with every ride because I don't think it's going to be needed. I think if Battle to Ministry is having its ride capacity issues like we're hearing now and that keeps going, I think undoubtedly that will be a virtual queue just because that's already a high demand ride. And if it can't move enough people through it, instead of having 6-hour wait times or something, you just have a virtual queue for that one. You also,
I agree with that. Yeah.
I mean, you could also see it with like Monsters Unchained.
Yep.
Maybe Minecart Madness. A lot of the rides in Epic Universe, actually, one of the team members reached out. Like most of them are people eaters. They move a lot of people through them. Minecart Madness is not one of them.
Okay.
But it is a short ride. So I don't think they would file a trademark for virtual lines if they weren't planning on utilizing them further.
Right.
So they haven't said, and I'll be curious as to what they release before the park opens about it. I just personally don't think you're going to get into Epic Universe and say like opening day, and then you're going to have to get in virtual lines to get into each of the lands.
Okay.
I feel like Universal has made a lot of headway in being a simpler vacation destination.
Right, but they're also a brand new park, so it's
For
just
sure.
different territory.
For sure, but you could just have it where you're already going to have not an opening day, but every day after that, you're going to have early park access if you're staying on property. I would just imagine they would just, once a land, they're going to be able to count it, it hits capacity, then they just shut that land down and just as a needed basis. To me, I think that's likely what will happen. They could go right off the bat with all of them. I don't know. I'm just giving my guess here.
Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, it's the same. I mean, it's virtually the same as like virtual queue that Disney does, but they just have a different name.
It's the same thing. Yeah.
They also filed trademark for Jurassic World Cretaceous Coaster, which is supposed to be in the Universal Kids Resort.
Yes.
Which is opening in Texas. They haven't come out and say that that's the name of it, but why would they file a patent if it wasn't?